Radhika, I'm sorry to interrupt. Harish Nair, our legal editor, has sent us the order copy. It's a 3-page order copy, and let me just read it. This says that Dr. Rajiv Dhawan, learned senior advocate, assisted by Amit Pa, advocate, accepts notice on behalf of respondent number 1 and 2 in both the matters. Let me come to para number 2 in the second in page number 2. Tushar Mehta, learned solicitor general, assisted by so and so, has also accepted the notice for the Union of India. Counter affidavit be filed within 5 days. Rejoinder, if any, be filed within 3 days. List for consideration on 11th July 2020. Meanwhile, as an interim measure, the time granted by the Deputy Speaker of the Assembly to the petitioners or other similarly placed members of the Legislative Assembly to submit their written submissions up to today by 5:30 p.m. is extended till 12th July. Order copy being broken first on Times Now. Poonam.
Absolutely, and these are the details that we've been sharing for our viewers since this afternoon, since the hearing was underway in the Supreme Court. This is now just a confirmation of what Times Now has been telling you, that as far as the prayers of the Shinde camp are concerned, the Supreme Court did seem to find some merit in that, which is why for now status quo is going to be maintained. The disqualification process has been put in abeyance, so to say, until the 11th of July, when the next hearing will take place.
And if you see the last paragraph, it says Mr. Chitnis, the learned counsel for the state of Maharashtra, states that adequate steps have already been taken and the state government shall further ensure that no harm is caused to the lives, liberty and properties of the 39 MLAs and their families. But look, as we speak, look what happened in Kolhapur. Arunil, the state government must answer. Arunil.
Right, Pranesh. In fact, what we saw in Kolhapur, the supporters of the independent MLA supporting the rebel camp and the Shiv Sena basically having a physical altercation on the streets of Kolhapur. There was CRPF also present over there. And remember, there is an order from the apex court basically directing the Maharashtra government that the sole responsibility of the safety of these rebel MLAs and their families lies with the Maharashtra government.
Right.
But yet, these repeated attacks that are happening on the streets of Maharashtra, especially against
it's not just
the rebel
now
MLAs.
imperative upon the state, but also the centre in a way, because Pranesh, remember, it was just yesterday that CRPF men started guarding the homes and properties of these rebel MLAs, and Y+ security was given to them. But more news now coming in. The BJP that has until now been watching silently from the sidelines is now moving into battle-ready mode. These are the visuals of the BJP core committee meeting that is being held by Devendra Fadnavis at his residence in Mumbai. Senior leaders of the BJP there in a huddle, as sources confirm to Times Now that the rebel camp is set to stake claim and meet the governor with their numbers.
Even the Maharashtra state chief of the BJP is present on that big chair just beside Devendra Fadnavis. And looking at the body language, Arunil, that's a big giveaway. The BJP looking extremely confident.
Well, extremely confident. This was the statement given to Times Now by Girish Mahajan as well, a close confidant of Devendra Fadnavis. You can see these are the visuals breaking first on Times Now. Basically, the core committee meeting of the BJP was held inside. The BJP basically has swung into action after the order from the Supreme Court. And now we can understand that the process of government formation or the process of getting down this Maha Vikas Aghadi government has already started in the state of Maharashtra.
Now in minority, which is also something that the rebel camp had asserted. And Priya, my colleague, now joins us with that order copy. It's a 3-page copy that Times Now has access. Priya, do take us through the details.
Right, as you've read out already, Pranesh and Poonam, this is the order copy today that is being seen as round 1 of victory in this legal battle going in favor of the Shinde camp, which has made it very difficult for Uddhav to now recover from this setback. This is the operative part of that order. The list for consideration on 11 July 2022. This is the first date. This means that the next hearing in this matter is going to take place on the 11th of July. What this translates into, which becomes more significant in this manner, is that the court has said that the proceedings with regards to the disqualification of the 15 odd MLAs of the Shiv Sena, whose disqualification disqualification was being sought by the party via Deputy Speaker who had sent them notices will now not happen before this date. The notices have been issued to multiple parties, multiple stakeholders, including the state government in this case. As an interim measure, the time granted by the Deputy Speaker of the Assembly to the petitioners or other similarly placed members of the Legislative Assembly to submit their written submissions up to today by 5:30 p.m. is extended till the 12th of July. Remember, the bedrock of this petition in Supreme Court today was that the rebel MLAs were saying that we've not been given enough time to respond. We've been given only 2 days instead of the 7.
Thanks for getting us the details of the 3-page order. We're taking a short break. Lots more lined up. Also, Shinde posters in Guwahati. We'll come to that. Stay with us.